close up their lineup. What do you make of this? Is this going to be a solid game from OG yet again, like we saw in game 2? Are we going to see Secret hit back with the ferociousness we got to witness from them in the opening game of this series?
I'm not sure, Owen. I'm seeing a lot of potential for stuff. I'm not a huge fan of Wyvern overall as a hero, but it has its purpose always versus a Nick, so I can see why they would pick it up with that. Usually I do like to see it with some type of combo pairing. Earth Spirit's okay. It's not phenomenal though. Usually it's like some type of AoE stun, so you have a follow-up with the curse. Earth Spirit can at least like blanket a magnetize and a silence, like stuff like that. And they at least have like swarm as well, right? The curse plus the swarm gets applied, then Clinkz can go to town afterwards when the curse done ends. So it's not your most, you're not your best combos, but at least there's something there. Secret, not the biggest IO team. They're still running it this time around, and I'm curious to see how they're gonna make it work, because they've strayed away from this hero quite a lot anyway, even if it is so.
Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ourselves into this third game of the series. What do you sort of make of the potential for mid one this game on the Weaver? I mean, as the panel pointed out, a lot of the times where we have seen Weaver look pretty good, it has been when it's been backed up by the IO. This time around, of course, mid one, he's going to be doing it without that sort of enabling support that's going to allow him to do much outside of his own individual toolkit.
It's going to be a lot of kiting, I feel like, from both sides. It's very limited catch really being in the game. Like, you have your Malefice stun, you have your tag team, you've got some root from the Ember, which I think that's why they went for this on Nisha, because they wanted to have some better forms of catch versus the Weaver. I think he could definitely like weave in and out of the fights pretty decently, because there is that lack of disable, but I've literally only seen Weaver work with them. I'm the same with the panel a bit. I've been a little bit hesitant on the hero a lot of the times, unless it's just like a phenomenal Weaver game, or if he has IO. So we'll see if he can make it work. And yeah, I think this one should be pretty action-packed.
Well, let's see. And with the lane setups, is there any sort of matchup here that you feel is going to be rather one-sided early on?
I think Timber could really suffer. I'm going to be watching bottom lane a lot, because IO enables the Ursa to really be able to push the issue versus that Timbersaw. I don't know how this mid matchup goes. I don't think I've ever seen Clinkz versus Ember. Clinkz does pretty good versus a lot of melee matchups. You literally just hit them.
Yeah, I feel Clinkz, I think Clinkz is going to do fine here.
Yeah, that's a pretty good lane for him.
That's a lot of damage.
He's gonna have to, yeah, Nisha's gonna have to spend a lot of money on regen. So maybe he's gonna be able to get these last hits, but he's gonna have to spend that extra gold. So topped off. And yet, eyes on Soxa, he's just going to pull the waves. Okay, so that's going to be the solution, rather than having to deal with laning. To manipulate it, Puppy, he's going to just follow him. He's got the tether on the creep. He's just going to hit him the whole way. And I think they were prepared for this to happen. They have that ward already placed out early on for Puppy on the high ground, so they can just follow Soxa, keep tabs of him the whole time, and just keep hitting him with that creep.
Oh, doing quite a bit of damage with that. Seb coming across, trying to stop Puppy from going any further, but tether over to Batu. Going to be able to keep himself fine. And then what in that top lane? Is this a difficult one for mid one to farm into?
They should be able to clean up some Eidolons, but yeah, I think he's going to get slowed down a decent amount just because it's Enigma. Enigma's always going to get those free denies off, and if Zai is careful, he should be able to protect the Eidolons, especially at this early level. No tell, he doesn't have Splinter Blast. Once he starts getting Splinter Blast points, they can look to clean up those Eidolons, but first few levels, mid one will mid.
I'm sort of looking at this top lane, talking about Zai on the Enigma. Does this sort of strike you as a pretty solid Enigma game?
Yeah, looks real good. Very strong versus Timbersaw always. Like it a lot versus Wyvern pretty much at all stages in the game too. They both kind of counteract each other a lot, so I do like it. And just a super strong hero right now is Nisha. He's just taking an absolute beating in the mid lane. So he's like we said, he's got 13 last hits. He's holding his own, but yeah, he's gonna have to spend a little extra on that regen bottles here. Might have to bring extra. And I'm looking at OG, looking at how many sentries they brought to this top lane. 3 sentries to be able to protect the Weaver and just to protect maybe these like camps so they can try to get some pulls, because Yapsor is being a nuisance. He's always just gonna walk over, block the small camp, block the pull to the side. Now no tail.
Getting a little low here on the mid lane. Saxa did try for Nisha, but Nisha able to hold him back with the chains.
There's a reason we don't see Wyvern too often is how weak he really can be in that laning aspect. Is every time your Arctic Burn is used, you're just a liability. You're just really at risk of dying every time. Yapsor again, still level 1, but the most important thing he has to do in the game is block the pull. Do not let Wyvern reset the position lane. They will be able to get the sentry ward themselves. Now Notel, though, in some trouble. Yep, so we're on him again.
Yep, so pretty much able to walk in aggressively and step out of these boots and windlace. They never really want to waste time chasing him, so he can get a lot of free damage in on the two of them.
They're getting pretty low up here, though. Do they have any regen on either? They don't yet on OG. They have a courier coming out with one set of tangos, but they're quite low. These Eidolons, it's going to start whittling them down pretty effectively. Mid one.
They're about to hit two on
Trying to get
Yapsel.
onto him. Still level 1. He now hits 2. And Notel has to go back to base. So he's running all the way back, and mid one. That's gonna leave him pretty sad time.
The 4-minute rune. It's going to be down bottom. Nisha. He's not going to be able to pick this one. Could he go for the slide
He's
play?
gonna try.
Saxa
knows he's trying for it.
Searing heat.
He tries, but Saxa able to grab that and make sure that Nisha doesn't get
10k game census. And as the Earth Spirit leaves the bottom lane, Seb was actually doing pretty well down here, but as soon as the Earth Spirit leaves, he starts to get pressured. And an interesting item build from Seb. He's actually got double great. It's kind of rare. I don't see that on tip. Mid. They go for Thompson.
They can finish him off. They can. And they get Nisha out of it, though. Stacks off the mark with the roll, but he is able to land the kick.
The dream as a support. Your mid laner dies. You TP in and get that experience. Very nice for Saxa. Good rotation from Puppy. Something unexpected. You know, the IO making that TP move early on. He did see a nice opportunity for it.
Got it.
Isaiah is getting away with. He's getting this full free farm up top. That's huge. A lot of the times we do see Enigmas. They start to get pushed away, especially when the Tuscan does start to leave him, or their secondary support starts to leave him. I hasn't happened.
No, not at all.
Denying his Eidolons nicely.
And you feel what sort of a big part of the reason why he's able to play this well up top is because that Notel can only do so much as a Wyvern in this scenario.
Yeah, it takes you have to hit level 2 for your Splinter Blast to even be online, and you're really just Arctic is just such a liability spell in the laning phase. Doesn't really do as much of anything as they just sustain right through it.
You have been
The book's almost going to be up there first, as they're bringing some even more reveal. Not gonna have to not worrying about relying on sentries this time around for the side of Secret. They're bringing Dust to try to kill the Weaver, because OG, as we said, they started with 3 sentries top. Saxa, looking for this another rune here. 3 seconds.
Top this time, Nisha. Keep it safe for himself. Not an offensive rune though. Still gonna dive for something on Thompson. Back up there for Saxa. Quick side of fist dodge. Will keep it safe for the roll. The dust is out. Thompson. He is gonna get taken down here as Nisha and Yaps are able to dive in under the tower. Kill. Get some good damage onto Saxa. Full stick though.
now
Nisha. Regen rune going. Saxa. Is he able to cancel it? He is. Breaks the regen.
It's a little bit of a worry, though, that Thompson is dead twice now. He does have the Falcon Blade. He is getting good farm in the mid lane, but you know, the panel did talk about it. It's very feast or famine for Thompson in some games, where he's either off to a killer start where he's just assassinating everybody, or he is dying a lot. It already has happened twice now. Gonna have to back up and just resort to jungle, as Nisha's having a really good start in mid.
Oh, for sure. Especially when it came to CS, and say playing with the regen, it was a little risky, and Seb taken down, can't escape in time with the chains.
And Zai's still fine up here. If the catapult wave comes in, he's able to clear that one out quickly with the Eidolon. And Saxa, he's trying to punish this.
They're diving in.
He's able to get away. He's high level.
I mean, they've got the silence. Is there any sort of save for Zai? There's not. Zai goes down. Nisha can get anything in return. He's going to turn towards Saxa. The 3 of them running down the Earth Spirit and Notel, as Notel will try for the TP out. Remnant jump over to the side, but Notel's going to get away. They'll just get Saxa out of this. The rest of OG able to back off in time.
That was pretty close for them. Not even, like, if Zai lives another fraction of a second or something, he might be able to turn for Black Hole. That was really scary.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Good for them that they're able to get away for mid one. Definitely seeing some great lanes coming up from Secret, though. So Ursa's getting a free start in the game, Ember's getting a free start, and your Enigma is not getting punished. He did get punished once, but he's already got that book 1 timing. Weaver is going to suffer in the lane a lot, as not level 6 just yet. They don't have a real for him up here, though. The dust was used before by Zai, so they don't have another one to look for the kill before he is 6. But with Book, I think they could really look to surround and start pressuring top super hard. Nisha, he's got an Arcane Rune too. He's going to start making the swing toward top. He sees that it's an Earth Spirit farming mid. Knows Clinkz is just jungling. Pressure in there. The Book one. No tell. Able to fly away.
Nisha, he put the Arcane. He might want to try and dive for these. Trying to grab No Tail, starting to bring him down with his Slider Fist spam. I mean, almost Slider Fist alone would have just done it. And he's in with the remnants, clears out the trees. There's no escape for the Wyvern. Nisha gets a kill out of him. He's going to look towards mid point.
Topson's here too, so is Saksa.
They can set up on as they go in onto Zai. Zai gets some heals over from Poppy. Oh, God!
Oh, what?
All right, I mean, it works out. Maybe not. No, they can't get mid.
No, it doesn't.
It does not work out at all. As Poppy, he is going to die. Mid one will fall. Okay, it works out a little bit.
Not bad.
All right, not bad. But a black hole instantly put to a stop there by the snowball.
Tower is under attack.
As well,
that happens.
They got 2 kills, you know.
They do.
There we have it.
I think they may have been able to clean that one up without perhaps losing him because of the black hole, but either way, mistakes happen. Yapzor, a little bit of a slip up there. Still looking for the next move. He's still looking for no tell. He's under the tower. And we get to see that again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tower the what?
It did look really weird for a quick second.
Yeah.
It was very, because he was so quick with how he picked him up inside the snowball. It was like instant as he got the black hole off, so. All right, bounty rune reset. Seb, they'll be able to likely get the 2 bot. I actually say that. He's only going to get the 1. There's a Necrobook Archer. He's going to kill one of the bounties off, I think. Pya! Sai will be able to clean that one up, so let's get 2 for 1 for Secret. Yapzor is leaving the bounty rune top for Nisha to refill the bottle, I think. What it looks like at the moment. And OG's on the hunt. Topson has to start making some moves with Clinkz, with the Earth Spirit too. They can look to punish Zai.
That's the setup.
Got it.
Saksa able to find the angle, dropping everything to make sure that Zai dies quickly without any time for Secret to come in.
Yeah, I want them to start getting pretty active with Topson. Every time he has like a death pact available, just start swinging around the Earth Spirit. They have good kill potential every time the Earth Spirit is able to set up on one.
It's a little bit of a free kill here each time he's in lane when Nisha or Matu's around.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And mid one has to play recovery mode as this Weaver is. He's not had a bad start in the lane by any means, but
Dire are scared.
mid lane. Yep,
The lead in onto Topson. Poppy with the backup.
Damage. No,
Just running him down. They've caught him. Definitely doing a pretty good job of making sure that Topson does not get out of control. 3 deaths now on the Clinkz. They're trying their best to slow his game down. Still second highest in the network, keeping level with Matumba Man. But every time the Secret can kill him, it's definitely going to make that Clinkz a little less scary.
This is a scary moment here for OG. This is now, what, 3 times the Clinkz has died. Weaver mid one, he's trying to catch up and farm. And they have to send all their heroes mid. Timber's still getting some bottom, but Ursa, Matu is the big winner out of all this. He's getting so much more than mid one is. And mid one, he doesn't have an enabler. He at least thankfully has a Royal Jelly for himself, which I guess is kind of a mini enabler, but he doesn't have anything to buff him up from his team, like the Ursa does, who has an IR at the back. Seb bottom. The 2 supports.
Dire's top tower is
Seb
under attack.
Almost kill him.
Shot. Grab. Seb. He's out.
Did you see Yapzor's build, by the way? Falcon Blade Thrust.
Well, there you go. A little bit of mana regen, a little bit of damage, a little bit of HP. I mean, it does it all right. You sort of said it before. It can be seen as a bit of a replacement to the drums.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess he's feeling like he can actually get into the fights and hit, and we just see this coming into play, right? The overcharge versus the Timbersaw with the tag team. Okay. And Matu, there it is. Battle Fury online, doesn't have any stacks to work with, but it doesn't matter.
It's very quick.
He's gonna accelerate so much faster than mid one. Don't know how mid one really gets the time to catch back up. I think his team like really has to start causing chaos. They really have to start just making all these moves for the Weaver to get this space. I feel like Secret's just super happy with the way that the game has gone.
No, I think I have to agree. It's just on paper, it just doesn't look easy for the Weaver to carry this game, right?
And the thing is too is they pick double invis, and it is an Enigma who's going Necro 3. So I feel like for them approaching the team fights in these next few moments when Zai has this, it's gonna be impossible for Weaver and Clinkz to get in. And Thompson just has to death pack and just play around that, maybe just eating Necrobook or just somewhat clearing it out. I don't know. It seems like it's gonna be really hard for them just fighting into Secret when they do get that 5-man death ball with Necro 3.
It's going to be incredibly important that No Tail is able to get some huge Winter's Curses after to sort of diving in. But Matt,
What?
Wait, what? Have we got to get a replay on that?
There's a sentry down. He didn't know.
But he just solo killed him. He just died solo to an Ursa Battle Fury. That's all he had. What happened?
Oh, God.
Oh.
And now Seb,
That's
Zai's on top of him. They've got to relocate.
Oh,
This is falling apart so quickly for OG.
Oh dear. Oh dearie. Oh dearie me.
And something small to point out, but I do want to point out because I think it's kind of clever what Zai did. With his Necro 2 summon, the Timbersaw was pushing the bottom wave super hard, and he actually cut the wave behind the Timber so that there wasn't actually any momentum coming from that push from Seb. So small little things. And now Book 3's online, so I feel like Clinkz and Weaver, their game, their team fight is just, it's just impossible. They can't walk in, they'll get rooted, and then they'll just die to even just the... So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty hard 5 to 10 minutes where OG is going to have to try to endure the pressure that's coming. And he will be able to eat the book, like I said. So Thompson, he does eat that melee book with the Death Pact, so at least they have that type of count. Can't die like that though on the Weaver versus Battle Courier. He's gonna farm so much faster than you. He's gonna get that next item up. Nisha. He is deep.
He's got a remnant out though, right?
He does. Yeah, he's gone. Lack of control, really the name of the game in this one.
Done on top of the Battle Fury now. Actually look for the setup, mate. They're going to jump in onto Seb. No Tails with the curse.
Nice.
Lay it down onto the touch. They'll be able to turn, take down Yapzor. Saxa got to roll in, but he's off the mark here. As they split, Saxa found himself underneath the tower. As Saxa goes down, Thompson trying to move in onto Matu, but with the Enrage out, he's fine. Got 4 heroes secret still. They're ready to hold back OG. If OG try to dive any further, they won't. OG. So hold off.
I think Thompson just has to literally save Death Pact for the entire game. Just every time Necrobook is up, just walk up and eat that warrior, as it is available right now. He's sitting on top of the Remnant top. Rune spawns.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The bots will pull the creep wave aggro, and there he is. He uses it again.
They're going for Roche. They know there's no Winter's Curse. And that's pretty much the majority of the team fight potential for OG, right? The curse is very important to really be able to tackle Secret at this moment.
Yeah, Curse and Magnetize down. There's no way that they can effectively fight into
Let's go.
Trap. Yeah, Easy for Matu. And now Blink, Battle Fury, a super enabled Ursa, now has the immortality to be able to dive super hard. And there's no ults. So now Secret, they're going to look to run in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Matu. Oh, is it on Thompson? Whoa. He's feeling strong, Matu.
He knows the only person who can disable him. It's only the Earth Spirit. So if they see Saxa shows himself top, they're probably like, we can just go time. Like this Earth Spirit's the only form of control really on their team when there's no curse. Book is summoned up again. It's surrounding. Trying to hold on to the tower.
He's getting his mana taken away. Matu's in.
Middle tower is under attack.
Got some time in with the Yules. Cold embrace him, but Step, he's out of mana. Matu, is he going to be able to stay on top of him, Step? Able to find a little bit of burst to get out to the side on the backline. Saxa, close the gap on the Zai. But Puppy's over, keeping Zai safe, takes him over towards the side, gives space for Matu to finish off Saxa whilst they keep Zai alive.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And now the Sox is dead. They know they can play pretty reckless into this mid lane. No mana for Winter's Curse either on No Tail. Now he has to be careful. Alright, he gets slight chains there. He might actually go down. And the tower will drop. And mid one, he will need to just soak up the pressure, or soak up the space from this pressure. As his team does respond, he's able to at least finish up his next item, get that Yasha
Radiant's
done.
bottom tower is under
Don't know
attack.
how much it's going to help him. It feels like he needs the next item after that S and Y, and I don't know what S and Y is.
Dyer's middle
I
tower
guess the root
under
is something he
attack.
wants to be able to reduce, but that's not going to reduce black holes. At least it'll make him tanky.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's obviously that very appealing item for pretty much the carry in every game.
Everyone.
On pretty much every hero. But it's definitely interesting to see how different players prioritize it in their build-up. As we do see some, getting into that second, third item, some carries, they won't get it until sort of the last slot just to finish off their build.
Dyer's top tower
Yeah,
is
and
under
also it's like
attack.
sometimes we do see the Manta to be able to address the fact that there is like Malefice to be able to dispel the chains too, but Manta ratio is usually still great. But Thompson is doing the Manta, so it does have its merits in this game.
All right. Saxa,
Let's top.
he gets it onto Puppey. Puppey is
got
going to
him.
get taken out. They're able to burst the IO. See if Matu wants to jump back in on this. He's thinking about it. He's going to go straight towards No-Tail. Seb, it's up in the air with the yours. Matu committing with the enrage, holding his ground. He'll be able to finish up the Wyvern. Saxa rolls in. They've got mid one coming across, but Matu's already picked up the kill over to the side. He's locking down Thompson. Buying time for Matu to swing across. Thompson will get the kill onto Zai, but he'll fall for it. They've popped the Aegis, but they've lost 4 on OG. Mid one, the only one alive. They catch him with the dust. They're ready for the chase. Nisha, is he going to be able to grab him with the chains? But no, the mid one's too quick. Away with the Shikuchi. They try to come hunting for him in the trees with that relocate, but mid one is away. So the 4 heroes dying.
Dyer's top
Only
tower
Zai
is
going
under
down.
attack.
It's just another
Dyer's
smooth fight from
structures are
Secret.
fortified.
Such quick fingers from Zai too. He almost dies instantly to the Clinkz. The damage actually from Thompson was pretty crazy, but he gets the black hole. Even just a little instance of control allows Matu to get on him. And now Matu, we're talking about a little bit of difficulty for him to stick on these targets, stick on this Weaver and this
Dyer's top
Clinkz.
tower
He's got
is
Basher
under
already
attack.
after that blink. He is absolutely massive.
Bash used the bullwhip, so he's ready to chase them down.
Yep. Thompson wants to get this next item
Good.
pretty quick here, the shard. It will be able to help out a lot, especially in those instances versus the Enigma. He would have had the kill, because he would have had those 2 little extra guys, and we just have hit 20. We'll be able to get that one next. Nisha.
Searing cane.
Silence. Fair bit of damage, but again, Puppy's around to help out, and now they'll turn. The Malvin on Saxa. Matu's just straight over the back lines. Tears down No-Tail. They
My
bring
God.
down Saxa. It's 19-8. 6k lead for Secret. As this game definitely looking to go the same direction as the first. As Secret, they are completely in charge right now.
This Earth was just out of control. Like, even Seth can't stand near towers
Dyer's
now.
middle
He has
tower
to
is
just immediately
under
run away, and that's a tier 2 that they're going to have to just sacrifice. Mid one is just going to have to push out bottom as hard as possible. They're going to have to watch this die. Thompson can do nothing about it.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
Mid one's are now. On their mid one.
Radiant's
go for
bottom
Nisha.
tower is under attack.
He's got a remnant.
Can't do this alone, and in fact, Nisha's able to punch back just as hard.
Yeah. Yapsor's on the hunt too. They actually saw him though. Saxa did ping out the fact that Yapsor was swinging over. Should be okay. Say that, but Yapsor's trying for him anyway. Saxa is behind.
I mean, he's
Look
on
at
his
that
own here,
vicious
yeah.
He's like, I've got the Falcon Blade. I've got the damage.
Just trying to instill fear into them. He has got the backup of the relocate coming in. Saxa, he's trying to move it onto Yapsor, but Puppy's brought Nisha over. They'll get the magnetize off, but Saxa's gone. Mid one, trying to find Puppy here with the help with the back of the tops, and they do get the IO. Nisha's had to deal with the 4 of them, but he's able to break out with the remnant jump. Matu watching from the side, he's looking for No-Tail. No-Tail immediately with the corner break. Will look for the bash, he's there. On to Thompson. Thompson goes down. Step on 4 as well. No-Tail's also going to die. He drops the curse.
Lucky.
Probably not the only curse that he's dropping right now, as this game's looking rough. OG, they've lost 5. And Matu just continues to clean up. 10-0-5. BKB is surely going to be on the way out.
Dyer's bottom tower is
I
under
think it was
attack.
OG. They connected really quick too, but Secret they showed up with their own force. Yapsor somehow survived during all of it, and Matu and Nisha they literally just kill everybody. Nisha just uncontrolled in the fight. Matu as well.
Dyer's
He's always
bottom
picking and
tower
choosing his
has
targets.
fallen.
Sits back, waits for the Wyvern. Cold Embrace came out like literally instant to protect him, but he just moves to the next
Dyer's
target.
bottom tower
Plays
is
him
under
back.
attack.
Instantly killed.
This lead just continuing to grow for Secret.
look at poor Thompson. He just gets bashed and just gets completely eviscerated. And Nisha just swinging in and out. He just gets in and out of the fight with Matsu able to hold its ground. Now it's an 11k advantage.
Matsu, easy.
Oh, and poor mid one.
Oh no. Is he gonna be alright? Has he got any way out of this? He's got the time up with the bash! Oh, he gets bashed! He didn't press the ult and he got bashed. I guess he wouldn't have had the chance anyway with the animation, but still, that's mid one down for 40 seconds. Another kill added to the list here from the Timberman.
This game is way too out of hand. This Ursa is just... He's just too big of a beast. The Clinkz and the Weaver, they met their match. The Bear with the Basher. It's too much now.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Zion, Yap's already smoking up, seeing if they can find some action out in the map whilst Matsu pushes
They've got the reload. So they can always, if he gets a catch with the tag team with a punch, with a walrus punch, they will always have the follow-up reload, the relocates, and Thompson, he knows exactly where he is. Right on him.
They found Thompson. The next to him, Zion's going to jump in, drop the black hole under the two of them. It's just 2 more easy kills here for Secret. It just doesn't stop her in this game. 28 kills here at 23 minutes in.
They just know exactly where OG is. Look, they're even pinging right now, Matu, to go protect him because of the relocate.
Matu's going to move in onto Seb. Puppy, TPing out. The curse is going to be dropped to cancel the TP. Puppy will fall. Matu with the BKB commits onto No-Tail. He'll get one. He's turning towards Mid-Bon. Mid-Bon, he's got to hope that he doesn't get bashed here.
Oh, God,
he's going to get bashed. He gets the time-lapse up, but he's straight into the snowball. Dust is out with the Shikuchi Mid-Bon. He's hiding. Matu's ready to chase. Are there any more bashes here from Matu? He's going to be able to blink if he wants to chase. He certainly does. He wants Mid-Bon. Mid-Bon should be fine, though. Shikuchi, again, able to save him. As this time, Mid-Bon will get out alive.
Get out alive, but lose their Wyvern and just continue to have no control of the map whatsoever. Secret, just swing from lane to lane, getting kill after kill after kill. Nisha now almost has a full Aghanim. They're trying to set up for him up top. But it has to be Sox if he's able to get the connection. He is.
And he does.
Get it, though.
Finds the opening. Straight away, Nisha. He has that illusion rune. It's going to be enough to save him. Remnant's out, though. Yields him up. He's straight over. They're still trying to chase, but now back up here. They do kill Nisha, actually. They're able to get him. But time has been bought for Secret to turn up. Matthew's going again straight for No-Tail. No-Tail actually able to separate himself this time. Right, they put the stars down. Matthew going to kill him. Matthew pops the enrage. He's still got the BKB. He's going to pop his tag. He's down. Turn towards Step. Puppy comes in with the turn, keeping him alive. The snowball comes up for Yapto. Matthew. Finally, he's going to be able to live. He's going to be able to live. He gets out of there. Puppy with the save. They've killed off a fourth. The Saxa goes down. I mean, it's just too much for OG. God. It's too much. They cannot deal with Secret here.
Was he out of stones too? Like, did Soxa kick him because he had no stones left? I think that was the case, right? Because it actually kicked him on the low ground and allowed Puppy to get in range for the tether. That might have saved Matsu, I wonder.
I mean, he was so close to going down.
So
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Every little thing coming into play there, keeping the bear alive, making sure that Matthew's KDA does not get hurt at all.
Yeah, I really think he ran out of stones because he chased super hard to get that Ember kill. He did great connections from Soxa, but yeah, he ended up kicking Matsu on the low ground, and maybe it was a save as we see it here. I think he might have died. Yeah, he kicks, but no, he had a stone to function with, so that...
Oh, he would definitely have been dead.
We saved him.
I guess Matthew would still been able to pop BKB and enrage though, right? Because he did have both, but he was holding them pretty long.
First pair.
As now they're able to get an Aegis, and they're still in a comfortable spot with OG. If they were able to get maybe some small kills, maybe some potential for them to come back, as now the game really just completely out of hand. Puppy now has a cheese, so all these situations where perhaps they get a big kill, it's gonna get turned around if they are not addressed on Puppy. He's gonna be able to heal them up to full.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yapsor already on the hunt, smoking alone because he always has that reload kick, and they have the Abyssal on the Earth, so it's a pretty guaranteed kill if they can get on top of mid one. No-Tail is in position though for the turret.
BKB on Zai.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So chasing.
They'll find No-Tail.
They'll get one.
Immediately sent back top.
is
Seven.
under attack.
He actually chases out
Radiant
forward.
structures
I think
are
it actually scared
fortified.
Secret for a second. They didn't go for him. They see Thompson for a second though. Thompson does go the right way.
Radiant's
So many
bottom
sentries
tower
covering his
is
escape.
under attack.
One lane.
Radiant's
Nisha.
bottom tower
Nisha.
has fallen.
Silence off the mark.
Sleeping as soon as eyes in with the back hole. And he's able to drop it onto mid one. That's all he needs. That's all he wants. I think we heard it.
Thompson. Oh, he didn't get rolled out. Oh my god, that slight adjustment.
That must have been just off the mark. They won't see him. Saxa will get away.
And there's just, at this point, there's no itemization that the Clinkz and the Weaver can do to protect themselves. There's like, Yapso's level 18. This Clinkz is level 17.
I mean, Yapso's going for it in the mid.
He's just in.
All right. I mean, he's got the backup. And he will die for this, but Matu's been able to get in onto No Tail. Matu get another one out of this. No Saxa rolling away. I mean, he loses his life, Yapso. That's a support for a support there in that situation. And I guess when you're down 15k, it's going to be favorable to OG. It's a little something.
Yep. Yaps was just being a kind of a psycho, I feel, this game. I think he knows how comfortable in a position they are that he's able to go for those little solo plays, just get Matu in to clean up some kills. Very selfless Yapsor, as it's not usually the case, you know, we're used to seeing Yapsor being more about himself. But he is like 5-2 and 16. Yapsor owning this game anyway, so. Set up for the next target.
Scanning.
Thompson was seen up top for a moment. They have ward coverage all around the area too. They actually saw Thompson for a second.
Just chilling in OG's triangle. Thompson. Go for Zaya. There's a lot of damage now.
Nice.
The extra skeletons. Nisha can punish him.
Oh, they saw him.
Go back up protection. Yasuo comes in, drops the dust. Thompson is at least able to spend up his cash. He's going to have Deso ready for next time.
Yep. Gets to relocate. They get an extra kill on Puppy, and he does force all of the secrets to the far left side of the map. So at least OG is going to be able to get some time to farm on this right side. I say they're going to get time, but look at Matu. He's just a single-man force running into the enemy triangle.
I mean, he really is. He's just running at them alone. He's able to just step up, take down No Tail. And it feels that very little can be done to stop him. They're going to try and turn. He pops the enrage. He's got the back of a Yapsor. If they turn to lock down Saxa, Saxa tries to roll away, but Matu, he's got the basket, takes down Saxa. And that's from Midborn, keeps him alive. Matu is getting rather low. They finish him off mid. They can the once. That's the Aegis stop, and now the backups. Nisha comes up with the change. Onto Midborn, onto Seb. Midborn trying to run, but they've got the magical with the shards and the remnants.
And
they take down the Weaver. They take down the Timbersaw. Triple kill for Matumba Man, as his game continues to go untouched. 20-0-11. Pretty much got the money for the Swift Blink. He's level 25. It really has been perfect for him.
You know, last game may have been the top shin show with his Ricky. This one it's just all the Matumba Man show. He's level 25. This is insane. Like 22k net worth at 30 minutes. Yeah, that's GPM anyway. 733 on an Ursa. Like that's pretty damn high.
Dire's structures are fortified.
What can they do about him, OG? Ready for the base defense, but Steph still down for
Dire's
30.
middle tower
One out as well for 20. Really not wanting to spend his buyback, as of course his gold already lacking behind that.
Thompson is setting up the defense. He's going to set up more skeletons. Invis again. So they've got 4 up right now, and he is doing decent damage because he has the quiver plus the death switches. So it actually does force Matu back a bit. They don't want to commit it to all these skeletons either, as now there's 6 of them down.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
So they'll give some respect to OG for their defense. Cup finish the next few items as bam, Swift Blink done.
No surprise there as well. Another item faster than the patch fastest here from Matu.
Yep. This is the best Ursa game I think I've ever seen, honestly. Ripping them all to shreds. Jesus.
Thompson and Midborn are looking for action up here. They're going to find Puppy.
Puppy?
He's got the Ghost Scepter. Matu's actually just going to jump straight in.
He's got no tail.
This is going to go straight in onto No Tail. Look over towards Saxa. Saxa's able to roll away. Matu turns towards Midborn, but Midborn gets the time-lapse off in time. They've got the protection out, dust in place. They roll straight over towards him. They lock him down.
God.
No chance for Midborn in another fight.
And they're relocating. They're cutting them off. Saxa heads north.
And
Nisha's on his head.
straight in with the remnants. Can they find him? Saxa. Oh, he's very far away with that cliff movement.
Wow, he like surfed the edge of the map there as the air spirit. That was pretty dope.
Grinded along the cliff.
Yeah. But Matu, he sees another target. He saw Clinkz show himself in the mid lane, so he starts running at him immediately.
There we go again. Look at the distance covered here. There's no chance of catching this spirit.
It looked really cool. Like, I know usually we see it. Usually you end up like flying off the map, but the way he lined up, he was right on the edge, just inserting it. Nice visual thing, but not so much in the game for them as OG still
middle barracks are
just
under
really
attack.
getting bullied here by Secret. Or mid one especially. Never able to do anything in the game. 2, 7, and 5 this week.
One stab.
Fully addressed in 7.
Oh, Matu's just in again.
Matu,
Every time he sees no tail, he just goes
tail.
straight away onto the Wyvern. No holding back from Matu. He'll step towards Seb. Getting low. The disarm comes to an end. Matu picks up another. He's over towards Thompson. He'll take Saxa instead as Saxa presents himself, rolls in. Matu quickly tears him apart.
24-0 as well.
Dire's top tower.
322 lasted. My God. Thompson, he's setting up the army.
Dire's top tower.
What can Thompson in mid one do? They're going to try poking at Matumba Man.
Don't poke the barrel.
No, he's going to get mad. Oh, he tries to
Dire's
TP
top
out.
barracks has fallen.
He's got the back up. Yapso's in. Nisha jumped towards the back lines. Mid one having a good time to get away. No tell. He's getting taken down by Nisha. A lot of damage coming out from Thompson in mid one though. Nisha's in there underneath the skeleton. Nisha, he's going to go down. Sizing with the black hole though. The counterplay is there, but mid one's off to the side, and mid one's able to get the damage done. Him and Thompson get another. They'll turn over now towards Yapso. See if they can bring this down. Mid one's going to separate himself from the bear. Saxa getting low. Mid one punched up by Yapso. Mid one trying to Shikuchi away. He managed to keep himself safe. There's been the setup here from the curse. OG, they've got the lockdown onto Matumba Man. He's holding the BKB. He's trying to run with the physical from Thompson and mid one. It's a lot. Thompson fighting out the bear, waiting for the enrage to come to an end as they turn. They take down Poppy. They take down Matumba Man as well. It's a triple kill for mid one. OG having to use a couple of buybacks, but somehow really gets all the odds. They're holding themselves into this game somehow.
They took that fight really nicely, actually. Just maybe Matu being a little bit too eager, just standing up there, taking a bit too much damage. They have to relocate and reset themselves. So while that relocate happens, Nisha commits in, and then the black hole comes off to try to follow him. But the Ursa wasn't back yet. He was still getting relocated back. OG with the numbers, able to actually take the fight for the first time in this game.
I mean, the Ursa was back yet, and on OG's side, Mid-One wasn't caught in the black hole, so he was able to still do a significant amount of damage onto Zai. As we see it here, out to the side. Sure, he locks them down, but Mid-One's able to still go to work, and by the time the black hole's ended, Zai, he's straight up dead.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, Mid-One, he did a great job kiting this fight. I just was watching him for the most part.
Yeah.
He was really getting
They
in and
couldn't
out
quite
of it.
get him.
Yeah, they couldn't stick on the targets. They did a great job of
Radiant's
kiting on
middle
Matu. Now
tower
they
has
finally
fallen.
get space on the map, move out, pick up
Radiant's
some couple
top
items that they
tower is under
desperately need in the
attack.
game, and maybe some signs of hope
Radiant's
for
top
OG.
tower
Still a
has
pretty
fallen.
tall mountain to climb for this game, but definitely some signs of life.
Absolutely. They need a few more of these, a fair few more of these. They've already managed to shut a 27k deficit down to 17. So they're definitely turning in the right direction for themselves. That's bottom lane. Nisha. Be fine it. Dodge that. Roll from Saxa.
He's still a very tough kill. You know, the only reason that Nisha did die is because he committed. He full committed with all of his remnants to get into that fight there. Usually he should be able to just swing himself out because he's got 33 armor. He's also level 25 too. He's got Elven Tunic. He's got all this evasion and stuff. So he is very tanky. Just did overcommit a little bit. Hand a bit. Still in a very comfy spot.
Radiant's
As
bottom
Matu,
tower
they're gonna check
is
out that
under
rush.
attack.
It's gonna spawn. Kill it with looks to start committing. And can OG, I don't know if OG can actually swing over there. That does not look like a fun
They
place
can't
to
get her in time against an Ursa.
and Secret's actually expecting them to, though. Look at Matu. He hasn't started yet. He just keeps prepping the overpower for someone to show on this ward.
I mean, maybe he kind of wants them to come over, you know?
I think so. They use buyback. So if he sees Thompson, he kills
Yeah.
Thompson, like, or
Scanning.
it's just game over, right?
Yeah.
There's no Clinkz then. So, yeah, really looking to scout. They're even sending the necro books around that ward to see if there's anyone invis, kind of checking it out. Very patient here from Seek. And they're under ward vision, so they smoke, but it's under that vision of OG. OG is aware of it.
I mean, and for OG, do you want to take this fight around the pit?
Doesn't seem like a great place to fight versus BKB Black Hole. Seems like a really tough way to actually approach him. That rush down, and now it's the pressure shard too. Want to get that to Nisha? Yeah, I like it for Nisha. Refresh all those fire remnants.
Except standing.
Might just give it to Zai anyway, but yeah.
They're going to try and make the move in onto Matuma, man. Yules here waiting some time in the enrage. Matu getting taken out for now by Puppy. Over to the side. Nisha having to step away from Thompson and his skeleton army. And move over towards Nisha, chasing him down, forcing him to jump back yet again. A lot of damage onto the Ember. Matu waiting for the chance to get back in on this. He watches from the high ground.
Mid one's starting to hurt. He's level 25, so he's got that extra Geminate too. And now he's got Scotty. So he is starting to hit them pretty hard. Matu waiting for an opportunity.
We should have gone for it.
Got the enrage.
Yes, the bash. He's got enough damage. The cold embrace will come out. Buying some safety here for mid one. He's able to die. He's able to back up with a BT, put a stop on the witch's guts, but it doesn't matter. The bash comes out. Onto mid one. Mid one will put the buyback. There's Thompson. He's got the physical damage to take down Zai. Steph's still alive for now. Now the turnover towards Daxter Steph. He's getting low. Matthew can quite finish him off. The cold embrace for no Steph safe for now. Steph's still alive. He's able to chain out the middle of the side. A Steph will live. The Chakram turn is near the first him out. Get caught by the shards. Zai goes down. Puppy tries to TP out, but Matu, he's been left in the front of this all as they're able to pick him off as well.
Dire's
He's out for
top barracks
100.
are under attack.
Oh my god, and now the Clinkz also hits level 25. A lot of buybacks again. OG, they did have to use 3 to just join back into the fight to protect themselves, but a pretty decent one is Matu. He's gone for 80 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Look at the army of skeletons that Thompson was able to lay down.
So much
in that
damage.
fight, by the way. It really was. Like, Nisha had to cheese and reset and run away. Got the Ursa isolated. Now tower being brought down very quickly.
Yeah, so trying to fend them off. 2 heroes down. Caution, and now at this stage, we can see a lot of buybacks
middle tower
being used
has
over the
fallen.
past 5 minutes from OG to allow them to turn this. So still in a
Radiant's
risky
middle
position if they lose some of their cores.
OG's used
Radiant's
every
middle
single
barracks.
hero's buyback. If
That's
they lose
Radiant's
anybody, they're
middle
gone for a long time.
barracks.
Wyvern,
That's
sure, he's still dead, but they're gonna move.
They're getting a lot done with this
Mom's
time.
still dead.
They're
getting a lot done.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's going to be 2 sets of racks here that OG's able to take away from Secret. Yapto jumps in. Zai, he's in. He's over the center. He's found the back line. He's managed to catch Thompson. He's managed to catch Simon. Have they got the damage to bring down Thompson? Snaps the ball. Thompson able to get the heal on Thompson. He's still alive. As Nisha is desperately trying to chase him, but sends Nisha off with the ult. Stops him from being able to chase the Clinkz. As Thompson, he's ready to turn. Sets some more skeletons. Mid one. Starting to push back onto Nisha yet again. Nisha want to chase him outside the base. He doesn't.
Got the level 25 Clinkz, and did you see what item he purchased? He's got the Helm of Dominator too.
So what's the strat here?
You can get yourself a huge creep with high HP and
Yeah.
just eat it, and then you have this bonus from your level 25, so it's like this 50%, 150% bonus, 17% damage bonus too. Pretty huge. He's always gonna have the creep available to eat now. Somehow OG in these last few fights have been able to take it with these buybacks. But now, as we mentioned, they have no buybacks available on absolutely anyone, so they have to be really careful in this next fight. They're really bringing it to Secret. Matu, he has to get protection. When he starts getting kited around, when he starts getting focused on by the Weaver, it's like he needs a little more help.
Radiant
That's
are
insane.
scanning.
This helmet, the dominant, it's an
Sweet.
insane amount of health and damage.
Uh-huh. Does he have the creep ready? He does, right? Right next to him? Yeah. There you go. 5k HP. Look at his damage on the Clinkz as well.
5k HP?
He's hitting well over 500 now.
Oh
too.
my goodness.
This might be enough for them to just kill the Enigma. Like, sure, you don't have a BKB cancel, but you just kill him inside of the black hole if Thompson's not caught in it. This damage might be too overwhelming for Secret now at this point, as they're surrounding Puppy and Matu.
They're able to get in onto Puppy. Puppy! Matu wants to some of the curses out, holding Puppy back. Matu, he's trying to finish off Saxon, but Saxon's going to be set. Bone embrace keeps him alive. They jump on with the invincible hold towards Thompson. No-Tail. Puppy's actually going to TP out of this mid one. He's getting back in, but actually not able to finish off Puppy. As Puppy with the Ghost Scepter TP
Dyer's
gets
top
out,
barracks are
not
under
allowing
attack.
opportunities for mid one to right-click him down. As Thompson immediately using the buyback. He's going to be able to find himself a DD rune. And again, Matu is down for 70 seconds.
So much damage he took in the fight. Like, he's under Midnight Pulse Black Hole, and he stands his ground and survives throughout all of it, and still survives a little bit afterwards. Matu does go down. Still a good fight from Secret. With that Black Hole coming in, but Jesus, this is a scary game.
Yeah.
Tops, look at his damage. He's doing 700. I don't even know, like 800 damage right now. Like 700. I know. Hey, the Quiver too. Come on. And
Okay,
that's
okay. Well, yeah, that's advanced moves. Thompson.
He gets his DD dispelled. The book. 25 seconds still. The full squad's back. No tail. He's got the ninja gear. He's keeping himself smoked up in the back so that he can avoid those jumps from the coming in.
Everyone's going in. He's going right at the mid, forcing the back to the fountain. Thompson, he's starting to try and lead the game. He's going for the tier 4. They've got the Silas Hound and Nisha. Nisha. Yeah, but he's able to dodge the stun. But at the same time, Saxo is able to make it back on the side. They'll turn over towards Saxo. Saxo's deep, and he'll pay for that.
Your
They
spirit
need Saxa.
alone can
They have to back away without him. There's no way they can look for a fight without the Earth Spirit. Nice slight dodge there coming out from Nisha again. As you see, he picked up a Lincoln Spear, I believe, as his last item, and he did get a Spell Prism, so one of the fortunate items that he could have gotten.
The shuttle flies.
And looking at Zai, I think he's realizing, like, my god, Clinkz tanked a whole Midnight Pulse Black Hole. I need a second Midnight Pulse. He's almost got it.
I mean, that will do the job. That's going to be a solid counter to this sort of incredible 5k HP hero that Thompson can become.
Unless the Black Hole gets canceled, he has to be very careful. No-Tail has been in position a lot of these times to be able to do so. And he's had a hard game. Like, No-Tail is 2-15. He is really just getting focus fired by Matu. And Matu does need to keep doing so as this game really go both ways now at this point.
Still in a bit of a shaky situation when it comes to the buybacks, of course. OG.
Yep. They did use Topsons in that last one. That's absolutely true. They do have a couple of those other ones coming back up, but Topsons really feels like it's by far the most important.
I mean, at this point as well, with the way that OG's been able to hold on, like, do OG need to play on the aggressive, or can they sort of play this waiting game against Secret?
It's so scary. Like, if Topson literally just gets BKB, if he just dies to a black hole, the game is probably just over. So it's scary to make those type of plays without just straight vision of them. If they get vision of them, perhaps they could look for a smoke play, but they only have these two wards bottom. At least he's the Ursa, but Secret's not playing around that one, so it's a risk. If they want to make that play, you know, you got to accept the fact that it's high risk, high reward. And with no buyback still for a very long time, 4 minutes. They're getting aggressive though. They're looking to play around that vision at the moment.
Prime time here. Buybacks to be in a bit more of a comfortable spot. So mid one's going to have his back in 10.
I think Secret was also trying to farm their buybacks. They didn't have the gold on Matu or on Nisha for the last few months. They were just, you know, level 27, level 28. These buybacks are expensive. They've committed most of their gold. Now they have it ready. So now they will have an extra force ring to the team fights as well. As we see the Helm of Dominator Ancient running down mid.
We'll die here though. The last of the dinosaurs. As Matu, he's onto mid one. He's been chained. Look at the cold embrace. Winter's curse. Looks down Matu's eye. He's getting in position for the black hole. He's going to be able to drop it. He's going to be able to find three of them. He's locked down. Mid one. He's going to go down. He buys back straight away. Can he get back in on the action? They're over the side. Nisha being locked down. They've lost tack to the move. They're on top to the cold embrace. Buys some safety, but Matu's just able to fill up the spike. Thompson caught straight in front of the bear as he goes down for good. Dead for desperate roll over towards No Tail.
Lies beyond.
As this is the sort of fight that really puts OG back in the position they were. They were finding themselves very early this game. Mid one and Saxy, can they find any sort of pick-off really to break apart this potential push from Secret?
They have to cause some type of havoc here because it's 100 seconds with no Clinkz. Secret, they scout out the Roche. It's not up. It's about up in 40, but they're going to look to run down the lane right now. It's 40 seconds before their Enigma does spawn, but he's hard in that fight. He gets the black hole onto the 3. They don't have the cancel. They do kill him pretty quickly, but it does enough with control. It gets mid one taken out and Seb. And then Topson's just alone. Sure, he's got his little army of his skeletons, but versus these 3, he's got no hope. Secret walking up onto the high ground. Big gold injection too. Matu now 6k gold. And they know Thompson's not back for
a long time.
Like it's the whole duration.
Mid one. Gonna try and turn. So yeah, absorb, but Nisha's coming in. Chains on mid one. Mid one's still happy to hold his ground.
They can secure Megas. They still have 50 seconds without the Clinkz. Side's respawning as as he has boxed at the moment? He does not. So he can't actually go back to join his team.
They're a little scared.
Back away.
They don't want to try and commit for the Megas. No, their plan is
yeah, the Roche, they have their couriers in Roche, so they're going to go pick up an Aegis, a Cheese, a Refresher Shard, and an Ags. Sweet.
Yeah.
Matu might look to pick up himself his Shard too, then he gets to get 3 Ags and a Shard. No, even more so. Because he is full slotted, so.
He's got the money to do so as well.
Nisha also getting another level of control. I was waiting till he did upgrade it. He's gone for the Gleipnir. Very effective this game versus those mobile heroes. Timber, Weaver, Clinkz, Earth Spirit. Super late pickup, but it will prove to be pretty effective versus no BKBs. They only have like Mantas and Ys to prevent any of those roots. And yeah, Ags on Ursa. Who else got what?
Aegis on Ursa.
On Enigma. Cheese probably where? Oh, where is the Cheese? Am I blind? Go! Hey, it's on Nisha.
Nisha.
Okay, Nisha's down there. Oh, am I blind? What's going on? A DD? Ooh, DD spawn stop.
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
Got it.
36,000 gold lead now, 63 to 26.
And somehow OG are still holding on. I mean, last time round it was a 27k lead. We saw OG being able to push it back down to about
Damage empowers me.
nearly sort of half that. Now the challenge has definitely been up to another level.
Yes.
Now 36k.
They haven't really picked up any other items either, really. Like Topson has 4k, but they've had to keep using these buybacks constantly to come back into the fight to have a chance in them, so they haven't really picked up much of anything.
Go for Seb. Seb getting a lot of stacks here built up upon him. The Winter's Curse. Lockdown Matu give chance for Seb to try and get out of it. Manisha's onto the back line. He's in onto No Tail. No Tail pops the Glimmer to try and keep himself safe. Seb and No Tail post rather low. The DD's been popped by Nisha here and over to the side. So he's got the black hole. Saxon's rolled straight into it. He dropped the black hole. Takes down the 2 of them as he locks down both Midborn and Sax. So they're both out of the game for 2 minutes. And now they move over to catch Topson as well. As Topson will try his best to run, but they've got the catch with the chains to bash. Topson's down. He does have buyback, so does No Tail, but this time it's going to be 100 seconds without Midborn and 80 without Sax.
And mid one, the play that he goes there with Sox, that they try to take Zai out of the equation, just kill him before anything. But he just midnight pulls black holes the 2 of them, and they actually just die for the attempt, pushing him away. And now he did pop the Refresher Shard immediately. He's got another black hole, right?
He has.
And pretty much the Timber and the Clinkz.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna pull either one of them.
Now one of those would definitely end the game here. If it's not going to end already. The Secret with 44k lead. Ready to claim the Megas.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See what OG's got left for themselves here.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
They gotta just watch.
Dire's
Just wait till they have the
bottom
Wyvern
towers
up
are
before you
under
do get
attack.
caught. At least you have a way to prevent one of the black holes a little bit.
Right. Put them in that box down. He knows the Saxon tried to reclaim the jab. They're moving in on to Steph. He's in trouble, he needs help, and he needs it now. Cold Embrace helps him for a little bit of a moment. Curse will look down for the side, but Zai's in. Black holes down onto Topson, and on to No Tail. That should be enough to end the game. There'll be a buyback coming out from No Tail. jumps in, cold embraces himself. He's got nothing else to offer here. As Matthew moves over to the Wyvern, GG is called, as Secret will finally be able to close out this game 3 with quite a lead in.